Working at height is the number one cause of fatalities in construction. Working at height refers to any work that is performed at an elevation above ground level, such as on a ladder, scaffolding, roof, or elevated platform. The safety aspect of working at height is important because falls from height can cause serious injuries or death. To ensure safety when working at height, employers must follow regulations and guidelines set by OSHA, international safety standards, and the other relevant authorities and implement the proper safety procedures and equipment. In this training session, I'll highlight 20 examples of safety controls. By adopting these controls, by following these controls, you can prevent, you can avoid work at height incidents and accidents. Number one, conducting a risk assessment to identify potential hazards before starting work. Number two, using the appropriate personal protective equipment such as hard hats, fall arrest systems, and safety harnesses. Number three, providing workers with proper training on how to use the equipment and maintain safety while working at height. Number four, regularly inspecting equipment such as ladders and scaffolding to ensure they are in good working condition. Number five, using fall protection systems such as guardrails or safety nuts. Number six, securing loose items that may create tripping hazards. Number seven, providing warning signs or barriers to mark off the area where work at height is taking place. You are watching Safety First Life. If you are watching for the first time, kindly subscribe it and press the bell icon for all future notifications. And if you find the video informative, then like, comment, and share it with your friends and fellows. Today, we are discussing about the safety control measures, how to avoid fall from height incidents and accidents. Precaution number 8, properly securing ladders and scaffolding. Number 9, positioning ladders and scaffoldings on a stable and level surface. Number 10, using ladders that extend at least 3 feet above the landing surface. Number 11, making sure that workers know emergency evacuation procedures. Number 12, making sure that the required rescue plan is in place. Number 13, using proper means of protection from falls like safety netting or personal fall arrest systems. Number 14, making sure that there is a safe way to access the work area. Number 15, making sure that the working surface is safe. Number 16, making sure that materials are being stored properly. Number 17, having a designated person to oversee work activities. Number 18, using proper tools for the job. Number 19, checking weather conditions and postponing work if necessary. And point number 20, having an emergency response plan in the case if there is an accident or incident. Dear friends and fellows, these 20 points, if someone implement on site, work at height, accidents can be reduced to an acceptable level. These are just a few examples of safety measures that employers can take to ensure the safety of workers when working at height. It's important that proper precautions are taken to reduce the risk of injury or death from falls at your workplace. Let us learn now the most important question: what are the reasons behind why to say working at height activity is more fatal as compared to any other activity or the task? There are several reasons why working at height can lead to more fatalities than other types of work. Some of the main reasons include: number one, falls. Falls from height are the leading cause of death in the construction industry and can occur from ladders, scaffolding, roofs, and other elevated surfaces. Number two, lack of proper training. Workers who are not properly trained on how to use the equipment or maintain safety while working at height are at a higher risk of injury or death. Even though if somebody is providing full body harness and the worker is not able to wear it correctly, he or she don't know how to anchor it, then what will be the ultimate result? Fall from height. And this is just because of lack of training. Remember, to overcome such mistakes, we are conducting this training session. Point number three, inadequate safety equipment. If workers don't have the proper personal protective equipment, PPE, or fall protection, they are at a high risk of injury or death, especially when they are working at height. Number four, poorly maintained equipment. If equipment such as ladders or scaffolding is not regularly inspected, tagged, and maintained, it may not function properly and can lead to accidents. This is the responsibility of site HSC practitioners, safety officers, and the work supervisory staff that they ensure the equipment is properly maintained and in safe working order. Number five, failure to follow safety protocols or safe working procedures. If employers or the workers don't follow established safety procedures and guidelines, it can increase the risk of accidents and injuries at the worksite. Number six, weather conditions. Some weather conditions like high wind, rain, lightning, or storm could make working at height much more dangerous. In these situations, the best option is to stop the work or to postpone the activity unless and until the weather conditions are not feasible and favorable. Point number seven, very important point. Most of the times, we find the cause of accident is human error, like rushing to finish a job, carelessness, or not being vigilant. And the last point, point number eight, lack of communication. Dear friends and fellows, poor communication between workers and supervisory staff could lead to confusion or miscommunication, increasing the risk of incidents or accidents. You must understand it's important that employers and the employees alike are aware of the potential hazards associated with working at height and take the appropriate measures to minimize the risk of injury or death. And how is it possible? It requires a combination of proper training, suitable and safe maintained equipment, adequate communication between the workers and the supervisory staff, and lastly, adherence, compliance to safety protocols, safe working procedures, risk assessments, methods of statements, and permit to work system. By adopting all these controls, you can easily minimize the accidents and fatalities, even though you are working at height. And that's all For now, thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe. Wish to see you soon with a new HSC tutorial. Until then, take care, good luck, and goodbye.